I'm here today with Chuck, who I'm sure you guys all know, from his day off, you know what I'm saying? And his restaurants and all this stuff. So Chuck is here today. We're at Pusateris. Tell me a little bit about what you're actually doing here.
So I'm here at Pusateris, which is probably one of the most beautiful stores I've seen in a long time.
Yes, very
and
cool.
I'm here to promote my kitchen staples, which is basically a line of, my staples. Basically things that you need to cook. Basic stuff, stuff that maybe will upgrade your cooking experience.
Right.
And it all stems back to, I have two restaurants back home in Montreal. Garde Manger, which is now 11 years old.
Congratulations, that's great.
And Bremner is 6 years old this year. So for the 10th year anniversary, I was looking for something to do, to commemorate, to do something fun. It kind of started with the olive oil.
Right.
Because of my landlord.
Yeah.
And so from then, I just started, asking people that I work with. I kind of approached them and say, hey, are you guys interested? Some people were already making these things, most of them. And then my antipasto and my hot pepper spread, and these products are more things that I really love. That's kind of how I got into cooking. My mom would always get me to help her out and chop carrots, peel stuff, measuring out, and growing up I never really thought about cooking as an actual job. It was more like a life skill that I enjoyed, that I liked doing.
So what would your ideal picnic be? Like if I'm going to host a chic picnic, what would your sense be about it? And like your products that you're using, what would you bring with, what should I bring with me when I host one in the summer?
I think first and foremost, you need to keep it simple. I think people have this
notion that
deformed notion of with all these social media outlets where everything is perfect and looks great and it's amazing. It's like, nah. Who needs the trouble? Sometimes you don't need to go and bake for 38 hours to get something good. So I would say right now, in terms of picnic and the time of the year is perfect. Personally, I would do corn. I think corn is one of those, especially now at this time if it's coming out and it's good. But like a tomato salad, you can't ever go wrong. Nice, ripened, field tomatoes that are almost warm still from the sun.
Yeah.
You don't really need, chop them up, cut them in four, maybe a little bit of a fresh cheese. It could be ricotta, mozzarella. It really doesn't matter. Even cheddar broken up. I do have a hot pepper spread that's really good.
Ooh, I love hot peppers, yeah.
And this is kind of my take on, I call it spicy antipasto, but basically in Italian it's called giardiniera. And it's pickled spicy vegetables in oil. And normally you'll see it in the supermarket, but it's always in you'll see big chunks.
Right.
I just broke it down and we chop it up and we've added a couple extra things in there, but there's fennel, carrots, celery. It's still crunchy, there's hot pepper, so it's crunchy and spicy.
Yeah.
So honestly, tomato, cheese, and a little touch of this. You don't need olive oil. There's already a bit of oil in there. It's spicy. It's delicious. It's crunchy. I think you need to hit those senses. You want crunch. You want a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of salt. A little kick. Maybe some citrus. But really, it's simplicity. I think. And especially for July, August, September, even October now. Those months are the real. Those are the 4 kind of months where we can actually live the California lifestyle a little bit if you want.
It feels like
everything fresh, everything. So in those months, I say don't cook too much. Present. A lot of people ask me, oh, it was so good. The scallops were amazing at the restaurants. I honestly didn't do much. I just got great quality ingredient. Gave it a little bit of heat, salt, and whatever, and ultimately, my job is done when I don't have to touch stuff too much.
Guys, I'm here today with Paolo Pusateri. And so why did you partner with Chuck? What is it about Chuck that actually, what is it about his approach that really got you guys on board and that, why him?
Well, as soon as you meet Chuck, you can gather his personality just like that. He is probably one of the most entertaining, engaging individuals I've ever met in my entire life. So bringing that sort of excitement to food, I think, is really encouraging for a lot of out-of-home chefs.
Yeah, for sure.
And chefs in the making. So I think it's a really approachable face to really bring that an upscale and premium level of cooking